Yo, what's up guys, this is Jim on here. Welcome back to another video. And I'm going to be quiet in this one because it's currently just past midnight. I'm trying to record the commentary for this, but this was race 1 of the Skittles F1 Racing League this season. There's some debate on whether this is going to be called Season 1 or Season 2 because we were doing it as CDL. But anyways, this is at Australia, obviously, for the first race of the season, and you can see I'm out on my hot lap. This would be the lap that would get me my my qualifying position. And we can see Justin obviously is just the leagues ahead of everybody else in speed. He's been playing since 2010. Connor had F1 2016. Everyone else, this is our first F1 game. I think Linus might have had F1 2018, but I don't think so. I'm pretty sure this is his first too, so we're all pretty new. Most of us are using some assists. And you can see I didn't have a bad lap going here, but obviously being inexperienced, I wasn't going to get the pole, especially against a driver like Justin, so I was just trying to ride it out here, see what I could get, maybe qualify P2 or P3, and coming out of the penultimate corner here, and then going through the last corner of the lap, we can see coming across the line, I would end up at that point in up into third, I believe that was, and I would end up qualifying P5. So, and now we are lights out for the start. I worded that weirdly, but you see here we have a really bad start all the way back to P6, and we're gonna break early, actually fall back to P7, just trying to not ram anyone, trying to protect that nose. It's a 50% race, so 29 laps here at Australia. It's definitely a longer race. We just got to try to keep the nose clean here, and that was just my focus here during this race, was just trying to stay out of trouble and trying to be a clean driver and be good. And we can see I was doing that good here. Still up one. We can see Gavin goes off the racetrack, comes right back on. I have to brake hard and try to avoid him. That was definitely an unsafe rejoin, but we can see here he blamed this on Paz, but he definitely just ran it wide. There was no contact. He definitely just ran it wide, got into the grass, got into the gravel trap, and came back up on the track. And then we can see he was right behind me, and he would end up spinning out behind me, and that would be basically the last we'd see of him for most of the race. So now up to lap 3 here, we're right here behind Connor, and he just goes off the track. I think he had to go AFK for a second, and couldn't quite get his AI up quick enough, so he just went straight, but that was certainly unfortunate for him. Fast forwarding now to lap 5 here, Sounder trying to pass Enfan, who is an AI, dives it in, just completely overdrives it, gets on the grass coming out of there, and I get by him up to P4. I believe Sounder did have a little bit of damage, so that did definitely helped me get right by him. And we can see here I dove it in on Enfan going into 1, and I was mad at the AI at the time, but that was completely on me. As we can see, we're gonna go into the replay here. I went in, I tried to make a stupid move, I dove it in, and he had every right to cut me off there. That was all on me. I should not have made that move, but we can see back down to P5. And they're all in the pit lane here, so we're going to jump up to P2, but Sounder did jump Justin in the pit lane. And we can see we're going to stay out actually another lap with Enfan there in the pits. So we are going to come across here, grab P1 just after the line, and we can see the next lap, lap 11, we're going to decide that we're going to take our pit stop. So we were in, and obviously I have the pit assist on, so I'm able to speed on pit road as much as I want. So they're coming in, and we're going to grab some mediums, and we're off. Obviously no front wing damage or anything to replace, and we're going to come out P5. So down to P5 we were. That's where we started, and we can see here. Look on the track map at the end of Sector 1, Gavin's gonna spin. Here comes the leader, Justin, and he's gonna get into it, and listen to the reaction from all of us when this happens. But Linus got scared there when I pulled out a line.
Gavin's around.
Hopefully there's a
safety car.
Oh, he collects Justin!
Oh, no way, did he?
He collected Justin!
Let's go! Let's go!
Let's go!
Oh my god!
Is
He
Justin
collected Justin. He collected Justin. Justin's in third now.
So that was definitely a big turning point for this race. Up to that point, Justin had led almost every lap. The only exceptions were during the pit cycle, and we can see there we went back green, and I just had a horrible restart. I was in the middle of trying to go through a corner on the curb and stuff, and that was horrible. Linus gets by Justin because I had to slow down, check up a little bit to get by Justin in time, but I did manage to get by him. We can see here I throw it in on Linus because I have the run. I make it stick, and he just cuts down. We get loose, have to correct it, get him to in the grass, and he just decides to put me in the wall, and that forces me way over here into the grass and gravel trap. And we're going to go back on replay here and look. I think this is actually, yeah, this is on half as well. We can see I'm well down here below the racing line. Contact. I have to turn left to save it because otherwise it's going to spin around. And I don't know what he was thinking, but he decided to blame that on me. We can see, look at the end of Sector 2 on the top right. And Justin, the Ferrari, he just wrecks it. And that's going to burn out the safety car as he wrecks. And we can see here, watch under the safety car, Liners passes me, almost gets into me, and then he's going to keep brake checking me, trying to give me damage. We get by the safety car since that's green lights on it. And we can see now Liners again gonna pass us here under the safety car, and he's gonna give us more damage than he had already given us. We're now to an orange front wing, and he's gonna try to go by us again. We give him the bottom 2 lanes, and he just comes up right into us and spins himself out. I don't know what he was thinking there. But lap 20 of 29, and we're gonna pit here. We decided that we're gonna come in for tires, and we look at some of the incidents, and you can see some of the incidents there. So we're coming out. They did our 5-second time penalty, I believe that was. Put on some fresh tires and fixed our wing. We're on mediums now. Safety car coming in the stop. That was a really late decision for the safety car coming in. There's lots of checkup. Obviously, we have an AI as the leader. But now we can see lots of checkup. I'm trying to not hit him there. I have to check up. I have to check up again. And we can see that's going to make Connor, the Ferrari behind me, run into me. And they're going to give me a 5-second time penalty for that, which was really stupid. But that did happen. And now lap 23 here, lap 23 later, you can see the debris flying off of them, and then Sounder goes into the grass. I force it 3 wide because I had nowhere to go. We can see here on the replay, Sounder just goes into the grass and it spins, and we should have just fallen in line behind and try it again. I obviously trying to just avoid it, make it 3 wide, didn't really make contact, and I got the race lead out of that. So we can see here, and I'm going to brake here, and then Connor's just going to run into me. He got mad at me for this, but you can see I brake right when the racing line's telling me, and being new, that's what I'm judging off of, and Connor's just going to ram it right into me. So definitely all on him there, and he admitted that after the race. And then we got cool about this after the race too, but you can see he gets off, I get under him, and he just cuts down and wrecks me. Now on his screen, I dove it in and wrecked him, but on my screen, you can see here, he's not even going to make the corner. He's going to cut it off and not even make it to the pit lane. He's going to give himself terminal damage for that, and he just cuts down and wrecks me. That was definitely a net code wreck, but definitely pissed us off for a while. We cleared it up after the race, though. And you can see Connor later is going to just wreck himself, and that's going to bring another safety car. That was right when I was at the entrance to the pit lane, too, so we're going to come in for some new tires here on lap 25, and they're going to decide to put mediums on. I don't know what they were thinking deciding to put mediums on, but they did. Obviously, we served our 5-second time penalty there. We still have a 3-second from that corner cutting penalty, but when we get up to P3, we're going to decide to come back in to get softs on, and we're going to come in and get softs on. and those are softs that we used in qualifying, but it's still gonna work. Those weren't the softs that I got my qualifying lap on, but I did use them, and we can see very early decision for the safety car to come in this time. Last time was late, this time was early, and we can see here liners are going really fast. The AI slowing down, then the AI goes, it doesn't let sounder go, and it just screwed everything up. It spread us so far out. And you gotta remember, the liners did have penalties, but I did as well. So we can see Sounder trying to get by Fan. He got super loose there, almost wrecked it. That would have been a bad wreck, but we can see he does get P2, and that's on the penultimate lap. And really, there was no action for run out. I got by Fan and overdrove it, almost wrecked it, but did manage to save it here on the penultimate lap. But from there was no action the rest of the race. I get here coming out of the last corner, I managed to get it into P3, but we can see Liner's penalty is going to cost him the win, and Sounder's going to get the win. And the league owner, Justin, decided to move people around after reviewing penalties, and as you can see here, this is what the final results would be. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys at Bahrain, which I'll be putting out tomorrow. Bye bye.